Hello, survivors! Welcome back to another video. How are you today, guys? Let me know. Did you win the capital or you lost it? Let me know in the comments. Or did you do a state versus state? How was it? Did you win it? Did you kill people? Well, people no, sorry guys. Did you kill some troops? Or maybe you got zero. We never know. But anyways, let me know, guys, in the comment. I love reading the comments. I love interacting with you guys. So just comment as much as you can. I'll reply you for sure. Now, today we are gonna talk about the World Destroyer, this one. So maybe you are already familiarized with this, but this is a new skill from Migo. And yeah, Migo is gonna end soon, but for those states who started late, maybe you could still benefit from this information. So as you can see here, this World Destroyer is a new talent. You activate it in Migo. Now, what's the function of this talent? Well, so you go here to the barricade, and when you come here, you see these messages. When your settlement is attacked and loses the battle, it will burn for 30 minutes, and if your barricade defenses reaches 0, your settlement will be automatically relocated. Now, the thing with this is that with the World Destroyer, of course, you don't lose troops, you don't lose anything. But if somebody attacks you, it gets you to 0 in the barricade. And of course, because you are in 0, you will automatically be relocated. So you use this talent for porting people away. Now, there are so many ways that you can use this talent for. And I'm gonna show you here how you can use it. Now, first of all, you have to know how to activate it. How do you activate it? Well, here you go to the Migo station, and as you can see, you can research all the things, collecting screws or the wrenches or the drills. Now, to activate the talent, you have to research this one, the third one here from the blue ones. And as you can see here, it says unlocks the World Destroyer skill. So you unlock it here, and then you can research so many different things for the World Destroyer. So you activate it here. Here you can increase damage of the World Destroyer because, for example, if you have more damage, then you are gonna need less World Destroyers to port the player. If you have very little damage, then you might need like 4 or 5 World Destroyers. But if you have a lot of damage because you have advanced in research a lot, maybe with just 1 hit or 2 hits, that player is gonna be automatically relocated. So here you can research the damage that the World Destroyer does. Now you can also research here, as you can see, increases the march speed of the World Destroyer. So if you wanted to march quicker, you can research this. I don't recommend you to do this because it's not that you are sending the World Destroyer from your base. It only works on the capital area. So the maximum march that you are gonna be doing is like 2 minutes or maybe 1 minute and a half. You don't have to research this or spend like drills and wrenches and screws on this one. And here, guys, you can reduce the cooldown of the World Destroyer. So if you research this, you can use it so many times during capital because I guess it starts 24 or 12 hours, I'm not sure. But if you research this, it goes to 8 hours and then it goes to 4 hours, and I'm not sure how advanced you can get it, but I have it at 4 hours and that's super good. I can use it at least 2 times during the day while doing the capital. So that's super good, guys. I recommend you to first, of course, activate it and then work on the damage and then work on the cooldown. Don't worry about the speed because you don't need, as I told you before, a long march to send the destroyer. Now, the big question is, how can I use the World Destroyer? Well, there are so many uses, guys, for this new skill. The first and the most obvious is that you use it to port the rally leader of the enemy alliance so that you can take the building. For example, if you are attacking a tower or you are attacking the capital and you know that your rally leader doesn't beat that guy on a stat, but is close. Of course, if you have a big disadvantage, then it doesn't matter if you port the player away because you are still gonna lose. But let's say that the rally leader has 1000 stats and your rally leader has like 800, 900 stats, similar gears or almost, the same gear, then you, before the rally hit 2 minutes before, you just throw, and you have to talk, of course, with the alliance members. You throw at least, I recommend you to throw 3 wall destroyers to that player, so that when the wall destroyer hits that player is gonna get ported away. And because that player gets ported away, he's not gonna be able to defend the attacks that your rally leader is sending. And of course, you are gonna end up taking the building because they are not benefiting from the stats of the rally leader because he got ported away. So that's how you can use it. Now, you can use it for capital or for towers. We use it for towers because, yeah, of course, we are not that strong for taking the capital, but for towers, for us, it's super useful. We have used it so many times and it works super well. Now, you can also use it for defending attacks. For example, let's say that you take the tower and you know that there are, let's say, 3 rallies coming in, and the first rally is a super strong rally. Then, of course, you don't want to take that rally, you want to take the other 2 because you know that you can take the other 2. So what you do is to send the wall destroyer to the player, which is throwing the rally first, so that player gets ported away, and of course that rally is not coming in anymore, and then you take the hit from the other 2 rallies, and because you know that you can defend those rallies, then your alliance get a lot of points and you don't get kicked out of the building. So that's another use. You can also use it for the third reason, double rallies. If you know that you are, of course, fighting with a very close stat and they are double rallying you to take you out of the building, well, you get the wall destroyer and send the wall destroyer to the strongest rally, which is gonna hit you, and you port that rally leader away. So the second rally, or the first one, which was the weakest rally, just hits you, and you can still hold the building because, of course, the player which was gonna hit you and it was the strongest, it got ported away. So I guess that you know the idea now, or you get the idea on how to use it, and that's how you use it. Now, remember, it only works on the capital area. You cannot use it from your base. You cannot use it in other states while attacking other players. It only works during the capital area. In your capital, the normal capital, or state versus state. But if you are outside the capital area, you cannot activate the talent, or you cannot throw the wall destroyer to a player outside the capital area. And second, you have to make sure to synchronize the wall destroyer with your alliance members, because if you send just one wall destroyer, the player is not gonna get ported away, and you are just gonna waste your skill, and you have to wait for the cooldown. So I recommend you to be in touch with your alliance members and just choose 1-2 people, and then you all synchronize to send the wall destroyer at the same time. Because the mistake I did before was saying everybody in the chat, okay, be ready for the wall destroyer, and then we sent like 10 wall destroyers to a player, and of course we only needed 2 or 3, and the rest of the wall destroyer just got wasted. So you don't want to do that. Make sure that you just choose, I recommend you to go always for 3 wall destroyers, so you are sure. Yeah, you can hit the player sometimes with 1 or 2 and it gets ported away, but sometimes it doesn't. So you want to make sure and send 3 wall destroyers, and you can send them under the conditions that I said before. If you are defending an attack, if you are defending a robot rally, if you are trying to attack and take the building, if you want to get the rally leader ported away, or if you are trying to not take the hit from one guy because you are defending the next rallies which are coming, then you just kick that player away, and then you take the hit from the other rallies, and your alliance get point, and of course people get the rewards. So I guess that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoy, and see you next time.